In Greek mythology, Artemis is the goddess of the hunt and the protector of wild nature. In a new book by Vermont author Deborah Luskin, she's a beacon, summoning Luskin to face her fears, enter the dark woods, and become a huntress. We learn the story today on Across the Fence.
Hello, Vermont. As the saying goes, age is just a number. But as anyone who has ever confronted a big birthday knows, it doesn't always feel that way. It can feel like certain experiences are slipping beyond your grasp, unless you decide, in the words of my guest today, to push back and age fiercely. Deborah Lee Luskin is a writer and former Vermont public radio commentator and the author of the new memoir, Reviving Artemis, The Making of a Huntress. Deborah, welcome.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. I loved this book. I'm very excited to get a chance to talk with you about it and to share your story with everybody at home. So, start with aging fiercely. I'm here for it. What did that mean to you? Tell us about the moment when you say you heard the voice of the universe.
Well, aging fiercely is just doing something different and stepping off the path. I'd always wanted to learn how to navigate Vermont's forest. 85% of the state is forested. I always wanted to learn how to do it off trail, but I was pretty busy, you know.
Because you came here in '84, raised a family.
Yeah, raised a family. I got married, which I had sworn off. So that was a surprise, having kids, still being married to the same man, all a surprise. But I was also a gardener. I wanted to grow a lot of my own food, and I did. And one day I was in the garden about 10 years ago, a little bit more, and I looked over the fence that was keeping the wildlife out, and I saw the woods, and I thought, and I heard a voice. I don't know if it came from the universe or if it was like my writer's voice rising inside me, but it said, learn from the deer.
Learn from the deer.
The deer know how to navigate the woods. They can find food and community, no problem. So I thought they'd be good people to follow.
You decided to heed the voice. And you weren't a stranger to nature. I mean, you had a lot of experience with hiking and being outdoors.
Yeah, starting when I was 16, I did a 28-day outward bound course. But I never knew how to translate that to my suburban life and then my urban life. And in Vermont I did a lot of hiking. My husband's from New Hampshire and we hiked the White Mountains. We thought we would do all the 4,000 footers together. He's done all but one. We planned that we were going to do the last one together. After I did 25 of them, life just intervened. And we started hiking the Long Trail in sections. It took us 30 years. And then in 2016, when I turned 60, a friend and I did a through hike of the Long Trail in 25 days.
That's really impressive. Okay, I have not done the Long Trail myself at all in any number of days. So now I'm going to add this to my bucket list. Okay. Yes.
Do it soon.
I'm going to do it soon. All right. Okay.
Oh, you still have knees.
Yeah. This is true. Okay, good. Yes. Well, so you weren't a stranger to nature. You were comfortable hiking. You had lots of experience outdoors, but you were maybe a little fearful, I'm going to say, of embracing your inner Artemis. Because she's the huntress. She's outside. She's on the trail at night. She's with the moon.
I didn't know Artemis yet.
You didn't know Artemis
I didn't know Artemis until I had already written this book. And then I had to rewrite it again. I stopped counting drafts after 19.
But tell me about being fearful of going off the path, because off the path is it's a metaphor for you and it's literal.
It is both literal. Even on the Long Trail, even on that blazed trail that is so worn, it's like underground at this point. It's this green tunnel, it's called. I could still get anxious because I didn't know how to read the landscape. And I'm a reader. I have a PhD in English literature. I pride myself on my literary skill, but reading nature was much harder. And that was really why I wanted to follow the deer. The hunting part was the best way for me to learn that I could think of. And that's partly because I'd met so many Vermont hunters. So.
So the deer have the instinct for the trail, and you coveted having that kind of a relationship with nature. Had you had an experience before? Like, where did the fear of going off the path come from? Had you,
in the back seat of a 1956 Chevy.
Which does not sound like a trail, but how did this relate?
I was in the family car with my 3 brothers and my parents, and my mother was supposed to be navigating, my father was driving. We made a wrong turn, ended up on this lane with dark trees overhead. head. I thought it was like being underwater. And my father got angry, and he yelled at my mother. And I said, "Are we lost?"
Yeah.
And she said, "Don't cry." And then one of my brothers kicked me and said, "Cry, baby."
Oh, gee. Okay.
And that moment of humiliation really stuck with me.
Yeah, and it became like a formational fear of the idea of going off the path.
I can still feel it.
You
know,
can still feel
I
it.
can
Yeah.
still feel it.
Yeah. Well,
and
yes.
that is when you talked earlier about memoir.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know I was going to have to go back to that moment when I was talking about writing a book about learning to hunt.
Right.
The title of the book for the first 19 versions was Learning to Hunt.
Right. Right.
And then it changed.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So tell a little bit about the connection to Artemis.
Well, Artemis, I knew of Artemis from all those European depictions in art, like we just had at the beginning.
Exactly, those beautiful marble statues, right?
So that is a young virgin woman who is slim and small-breasted and fleet, none of which describes me. But then I learned about Artemis of Ephesus, and Artemis of Ephesus is not ever spoken about in relation to Zeus as the daughter of Zeus or the sister of Apollo. She is the mother goddess, and
the protector of wild nature.
The protector of wild nature, of women, children, all those things, all those good things. And she had this temple in Ephesus where men and women made pilgrimages to her in the ancient world. And the temple was rebuilt 3 times. And the last time, it was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It was bigger than the Parthenon, although it's in ruins now. There's not much left.
Yeah.
So I could relate to this woman.
Yeah, yeah.
And
because I think you wanted to be a little wilder. Is that it? You wanted to, you know, sort of defy the conventions of what it meant to be an older woman? Because we have a lot of conventions about what it means to be a woman, period, to be an older woman especially.
Well, older women are just written off. I mean, I was really glad not
expected to be going out into the dark woods at night wandering after the deer.
It's not even that. We're not expected. We don't even exist. You know, so we're preyed upon when we're young and beautiful and fertile. And then post-menopause, we're just invisible and inaudible. And I wasn't going that way.
Yeah, I know that was something that was very important to you about writing this book too, is that you wanted to put that model out there for other older women, for other wonderful Vermont women who are thinking to themselves, yeah, what do I want to do? I actually, it was funny, in my introductory, my very first interview, Keith interviewed me, and I said something about the sexy 70s. And, you know, I mean, aging is very different now, so you are really role modeling that.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. Well, and then so tell me a little, so you had a different relationship with nature than you'd had before, and then this led you to hunting.
Yeah.
Yes, so because you said that in order to follow the deer, the best way to do it was to be a huntress. So
Right.
tell us
Now,
about learning to hunt.
But there are naturalists who go in and don't shoot what they watch. I needed more skin in the game, and I also have this long relationship with local food. Going back to 1975, 20 years before locavore came into the language.
Yeah.
And once I moved to Vermont in 1984, I started growing food.
Yeah, I think we have some pictures actually too. Yeah, let's see if we have some pictures of you in your garden too. But keep going. Yes, yeah.
So, so I wanted to have wild, organic meat without any carbon footprint.
Right.
And I've been eating local food and growing local food. We raise chickens for both eggs and meat.
Yes, but then this would be very different to go out and actually hunt your own meat. And did you have firearm skills, or was that new to you too?
Oh boy, that was the biggest hurdle. I mean, I was hoping actually that if I can't shoot, then it's all over, and I can retreat with dignity, because I have a long fear of firearms. But I took the hunter safety course.
And you've learned from the hunters.
I learned from hunters.
Because you said that community really has embraced you, and you've embraced it in return.
Incredible. And it turns out that I'm a very good shot.
Nice, okay.
Yeah.
And do you continue to hunt with a rifle, or have you moved on? I think now you're doing a little bow hunting.
In my dreams, I have done some bow hunting. It's really like scouting, carrying an awkward implement, because I haven't even seen deer during a bow season yet, and this year we are now 31 and 6. we're 37 days into bow hunting, and I haven't been out yet because I've been hunting for readers.
Oh, well, that takes me to, okay, so last question. See, we could do this for a very long time. But, well, so what message do you hope that, because there's lots of different messages in your book. You've got messages for women. You've got messages about the food supply. You've got messages about the community of hunting. What message do you hope readers will take away from this book?
The two most important one are to embrace aging. Life is a gift, and it's going to come to an end. And that's the thing about, I'm about to turn 70. I can see that life is shorter. There's not as much time. So I also think, slow down. The other thing, the really important thing is try to spend part of every day outdoors. I started a journal where I do that, and knowing that I have to write about it has made me more observant. And I sometimes post it with a hashtag #everydayOutdoors, and people love it. And it's when people spend time outdoors and have a relationship with nature, then they start to care about our environment. And you can even do this in the city. You can find a crack in the sidewalk where a spider lives. You can feel the breeze, and maybe the breeze.
That relationship
maybe
with
the breeze
nature.
has a little bit of scent of diesel in it.
Right.
But maybe that will get you to go to a park.
Maybe it will. Right. And then you are one step closer to also finding your own inner Artemis and having that relationship with nature. This has been absolutely wonderful. The book is Reviving Artemis, The Making of a Huntress. Be sure to pick up a copy at your local bookstore or find it at your local library. It's an inspirational read that really brings Vermont's landscape to life. And Deborah Lee Luskin, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been wonderful.
Thank you.
And I wish you luck on the trail. As always, Vermont, thank you for learning and exploring with me today, and thanks to the team that makes Across the Fence possible. I'm Amy Finley. This is Across the Fence. Come back and let's learn and explore again tomorrow.